150 million Egyptians and Sudanese citizens, thereby generating greater tension in an unstable region. We are therefore encouraged that the Security Council is holding today's session. We in Egypt populate the most arid of the Nile Basin riparian states and one of the most water-impoverished nations on earth. This harsh reality compels us to inhabit no more than 7% of our territory. It is essential to realize that this megadam, which is Africa's largest hydropower facility, potentially threatens the welfare, the well-being, and the existence of millions of Egyptians and Sudanese citizens. However, we are unwaveringly committed to support our fellow African nations, especially in the Nile Basin, and including Ethiopia, in their efforts to realize greater prosperity. This is evident in the fact that Egypt has cooperated with every Nile Basin state in constructing dams, in rain harvesting projects, in digging water wells, and the removal of water weeds that constrict the flow of the river. The reality, however, is that every treaty relating to the Nile that was concluded by Ethiopia was signed by its government, free of any compulsion or coercion, and as an independent and sovereign state. This means that if GERD is filled and operated unilaterally, in the absence of a mutually beneficial agreement that protects the lives and livelihoods of downstream communities, it can place further stress on an already severely strained hydrological reality and endanger millions of people in both Egypt and Sudan. It is Egypt's belief that an agreement on the GERD must be a legally binding instrument under international law that must also include clear definitions that establish the threshold of significant harm that must be prevented, in addition to a binding dispute resolution mechanism to ensure the effective implementation of any agreement to the downstream communities and to prevent the infliction of significant harm on their riparian rights would heighten tensions and could provoke crises and conflicts that further destabilize an already troubled region. Furthermore, the unilateral operation of this megadam could have disastrous socio-economic effects that will diminish every dimension of the human security of Egyptians, including food security, water security, environmental security, and human health. It is therefore necessary for the Security Council and the international community to exert every effort and support every initiative that is intended to lift this looming threat. Egypt will uphold and protect the vital interests of its people. Survival is not a question of choice, but an imperative of nature. Accordingly, we call upon the Security Council to encourage the parties to negotiate in good faith, to reach an agreement on the GERD, and to refrain from any unilateral measures until such an agreement is reached.